Coming up, it's our Disney 2017 year in review.
And it has been a magical, galactically spectacular, and marvelous 2017.
I see what you did there with marvelous.
I'm glad you caught on to that. Welcome back to Eye to Eye Disney Through Our Eyes. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Jessica.
And we want to thank you for watching all our videos throughout the year of 2017, whether it's been about Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, anything that's got Mickey ears attached to it. We appreciate you watching our videos about it. So to thank you guys, what we are going to do is do a year in review of Disney. And there's a lot to talk about, I think.
Potentially.
Did you have a hard time thinking of some things?
Well, it's hard to think of things that we haven't already kind of discussed to death.
Well, that's kind of the point. This is just a retrospective look. You know, I wish I could make my voice echo right now. Retrospective. Just think about the things back from January of this year to now. Hopefully you guys are watching this on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. What made your year in Disney? Whether it's movies, park stuff, food, merchandise. You start us off. Let's talk about it.
Well, since you mentioned merchandise,
okay,
I'll go with the last thing on my list. I mean, not the worst, but it was just the little add-on. I thought it was kind of cool that Disney came up with rose gold mini ears.
Rose gold mini ears? When did that come out? I missed that one.
Well, they were sold out when we went to Disney World in June.
Is that something I should be thinking about buying you?
No, because I'm not into the rose gold trend.
Okay.
But a lot of people are, and a lot of people with darker skin tone, Mickey ears look very beautiful on them. But
I never thought of you as a Mickey ears type of girl.
Well, I guess it's mini ears,
whatever.
I should say.
Ears type of girl.
No, I'm not. But they're really cute on people.
Would you be upset if I bought you one?
Well, no.
Okay, well, I'm gonna buy you one now.
Okay.
We'll get matching.
They're super expensive.
You know what we're gonna get? We're gonna get the bride and groom one, like you know.
Honey, no. We have been married for far too long. If you've been married less than 3 years, that's cute. We've been married more than double that, so.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll give us one here, and this kind of can be an all-encompassing of one event, but the Food and Wine Festival, but most specifically,
the soup.
The cheese soup and pretzel roll from Canada. I know we talked about it on a video on there, but wow, that is some good stuff. So obviously it's not going on at Disney right now, but next fall in 2018, hopefully they'll bring it back.
I know, it kind of makes me want to go back for the Food and Wine Festival. Although that was the worst crowd ever, so probably not.
It was bad for reasons because of drunks, but I just think, it was more crowded this year. It was
super crowded.
I
don't care about the intoxication level of people. It was just really, really, really crowded.
But that food though was great. We got to try some things we didn't necessarily thought we liked, like me. We got to drop pieces of, what did I drop on the ground from the paella? What was it? It was a piece of mollusk or mussel, some kind of thing that looks like goop. Anyway,
he's annoying. So next thing, I said the Toy Story Land. Just they elaborated more on
what was going to be there,
and the construction has started, and so I think that's something we can look forward to next year.
And they've released images now what the Slinky Dog coaster is going to be, and that looks really exciting. Honestly, I think this is going to be very kid heavy.
Yeah, because to me, the Slinky Dog coaster kind of looks like a carnival ride, just a little better, but we'll see.
It's supposed to be like a launch coaster that just shoots off, kind of like Rock and Roller Coaster does. So, getting to find out the details this year about all that kind of stuff. D23 information was just amazing this year. The convention, if you don't know what that is, they have every 2 years. Well, you know now, every 2 years where they make huge announcements for the parks, movies, all kinds of stuff. That was one of the big things that came out of that. For me, one of the huge surprises of this year, because I loved Wishes so much at the Magic Kingdom, its successor, Happily Ever After.
It's way better.
Way better. And it pains me to say that because I am nostalgic and I love that. But when it premiered...
I hated Wishes.
When it premiered this spring, I guess it was, and we got to see it at the end of May, when they played I Can Go the Distance, a rendition of that, I just y'all
talk about nostalgia.
Y'all all turned and looked at me when they started. It was like I was on camera.
We knew that was your song.
It's my favorite Disney song. Having that there,
it's literally his alarm in the mornings.
It is. I can go the distance. You got to get up and get to work in the morning.
And you go the distance to work.
So Happily Ever After was just a spectacular show. I think it's a great precedent to set for other things that they'll do at the parks in the future for light nighttime shows, that type of thing. So what's your next thing?
My next one was the Wrinkle in Time trailer. I think we've talked about that. I'm an avid reader. I've read this book a couple of times now. Yeah. I think I'll probably read it one more time before the movie comes out, and just really looking forward to that. Talk about nostalgia. I mean, I think I read it the first time when I was in 4th grade with my mom.
I read it.
Well, I mean, I don't know that it would be your type, but you should read it before we go see the movie.
Well, we'll see if I read it, but
it's only like 200 pages, and it's a child's book.
Yeah. How many books did I finish this year?
1, 3.
3. Yeah, I'm glad that you finally have something that is yours in this, and that you can take me on this journey, take me on a wrinkle in time. So
I'm gonna wrinkle your time if you don't read this book.
We saw a lot of trailers this year along with that. Star Wars trailers, Avengers trailers, Do you remember us doing the Punisher video?
Yeah, that is something I will never watch.
I'm watching it right now. I haven't finished it yet. So trailer reactions were a lot of fun this year. Go check a bunch of those out if you want some pretty entertaining things from her. Next one for me is the Disney purchased Fox, which makes a huge move towards completing the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
Because they finally have access to the X-Men, the Fantastic Four. To my knowledge, I mean,
it's gonna be weird.
Spider-Man is still owned by Sony, but they
Disney
have him. But they have him. So it's like really weird. I don't know. But just when I heard that announcement, I'm kind of nervous just seeing all the different other properties that are coming into Disney, like The Simpsons. I don't think that fits. But if it gets us the X-Men...
how will that work with The Simpsons being at Universal Studios?
It's a great point, which we might do on another video. We might discuss this. I mean, it's an interesting point about maybe this is a ploy by Disney to kind of force their hand over there.
And then, guess what they'd own?
No, we're not. No. What's your next thing?
What's your next? And then Hermione would be a Disney princess.
What's your next thing? She's not a princess. But she's not even real. Go ahead.
Oh, and Jasmine and Cinderella.
They're real in my heart. Go ahead.
The Star Wars Hotel.
Oh, that announcement. Yeah. Do you think we're going to be able to afford that?
I was just about to say, not that we will ever be able to afford it or ever go, but we will live vicariously through those who do visit and get to put on the costumes.
But when we go visit Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge.
That's such a weird name.
It is a weird name.
That sounds like a car.
When we get to visit that and we get to see the people who
are... drive? I drive a Ford Galaxy Edge.
That announcement was, I think, a little underwhelming this year with the name. I think we were all expecting something really, because we hear like Tatooine, Dantooine.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Tatooine, like
chic,
something that's already in.
I get what they're trying to do with it, though. They're trying not to,
I know it's outside the galaxy. It's on the edge.
It's on the edge of the galaxy. Anyway,
this is on the edge of stupid for names.
My next thing this year is I finally got into a obsessive collecting thing with Disney, Marvel, Star Wars. All this stuff back here, but Pops. You can see Rex. There's Belle. Captain America down here. Just Star Wars, Iron Man.
Like a couple on your couch.
Couple over there. So this year was hard on our bank account for many reasons, but also. For my love of collecting things, I finally found something I really, truly enjoy, and Disney, they have tons of them, so I'm just never going to stop.
And we have a store near us that has, thousands.
I'm investing in that store.
Is that what we're calling it?
That store, which, they're not sponsors.
So how do you have 2 left, and I only have 1 left on
I don't know.
list?
You can think of more things. This is the
but
Disney...
I had 5, so I must have gone twice. You go again.
Okay. So the next thing I have on my list, and I think this is your number 1, I think we found out, and our best probably experience from any of the Disney parks this year was Pandora, the world of Avatar. How about those lines, like 3 to 5 hours?
No. Every time that we were there, every day, we would place bets on what time it would max out. Because after 5 hours, they stop the line.
Yep.
Get it down, and then reopen it. It was maxed out the vast majority of the time we were there.
Let's be honest. What they produced there,
dude, it was worth it. I have never in my life thought I would wait 5 hours for a ride. And we didn't. We
would fast pass, and then I waited in line one time. But
you waited what, a couple hours, not 5?
Couple hours. Probably about a little over 2 hours, but because I stayed late that night at the park to try it a third time because I was so amazed by it. The boat ride is great. It's cool. It's nothing really to get super excited about, but I think when you couple those two rides together, the tea thing, the bubble tea thing that you tried there, the thing at night, and I think the most fun part, I may be a little cheesy here, but when you and I were just walking around when your brother and your mom had gone back to the room for a little bit and just kind of enjoying the atmosphere around there.
I've said this before, I've never seen Avatar. Honestly, it's just not my thing. I have no desire to see it.
We better now because they officially own it. It's not just in the parks. They own it with the Fox purchase. Yeah,
I know, but not my kind of movie, not my thing, which is okay.
Neither is The Punisher.
And not gonna watch that. At least Avatar doesn't seem that scary. But like the whole, just the rocks and the floating mountains, and that was just incredible. Like they did a fantastic job with that. It truly felt like we were in some kind of like Pandora. Alternate universe. Like it was really, really cool.
Yeah, it really is. And I think one of the coolest touches, and I don't know if you noticed it, is that when it was transitioning from dusk or from daytime to dusk and then to nighttime, the sounds of the animals in the background changed.
I missed that.
So that was really awesome. That, if nothing else, if only that had happened this year, that would have been enough for me to have a good year in Disney.
Well, and the ride, it's the best ride that we've been on all year.
Some people have called it a spiritual experience, but I won't. Because I just think that's a little weird.
Okay, that's a little excessive, but okay.
But okay, if that's your thing, whatever. Any other things that come to mind? Because I have my number one thing, but then I thought of something else completely that we forgot that made Disney for us this year.
I don't have anything else, but my memory's bad, so just enlighten me.
All right, well here, let's do my last one on my list, and then you know what it is. It's right here. And then we'll do the one that we both can agree on.
Okay.
My ultimate Disney thing for 2017. Do I need to say anything else? Just the fact that Spider-Man, he was already in the MCU because he was in Civil War in 2016, but he had his own movie. They made the best Spider-Man villain. They brought the Scorpion to the big screen.
Even though he was only
he's there. He exists. He's going to come at some point. They're clearly setting up the Sinister Six or a team up of something. The fact that Spider-Man,
how many Spider-Man movies are there going to be?
Is Disney? It's more than I can take. I'm gonna cry.
So moving on.
Speaking of spiritual experiences.
Lord help us.
All right, something you and I both can agree on. I just thought of, and I think honestly this might even take the cake over Pandora. Something we ate for the first time on this trip. Ringing any bells? At our favorite resort.
What's our favorite resort?
Well, my favorite one to visit. It's on the resort loop. It's not Grand Floridian.
Polynesian.
What did we eat for the first time ever?
I have no idea.
Ohana.
That was this year? Oh my gosh, yes. I forgot. That feels like so freaking long ago.
All right.
Yeah, Ohana.
I have never...
Ohana.
Whoa, I need to leave you in Ohana for a minute. I've never sat back and unbuckled my belt before because that amount of food, that amazing food was just the best thing ever. And it started off our trip. I literally said...
That was like...
Speechless.
There are just no words. No freaking words. The only problem is your stomach is only so big.
It's very true.
It is worth every penny. And I never thought that price point would be worth it. Even at Disney, I was like, this is pretty dang expensive.
Now we got to try their breakfast to see what the breakfast is like.
They have breakfast.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go back to Ohana. As you can tell.
I forgot Ohana was this year. And we got to see the fireworks from Ohana.
Yeah. That's the first time we saw Happily Ever After just from afar.
Yeah.
But when we saw it in person.
Talk about a spiritual experience. Ohana.
So the theme for this year apparently is spiritual experiences when it comes to Disney. I don't know what that says about us.
That's kind of weird though.
That is very weird. Moving on from that. As you can tell, we had an amazing year in 2017 when it came to Disney, whether it was our movies that we got to see, trailer reactions,
going to
the parks, stuff we bought, lots of fun. And thank you to you, the viewers so much for watching our videos. Let us know what's been your favorite video, the favorite thing that we've talked about this year, or just in general, what's your favorite thing for Disney in 2017? That's what we want to know from you guys in the comments section below. And what else should they do?
Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and check us out on Facebook.
That's all we have for you tonight, but until next time, we'll see you real soon.
Bye.